Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. Right, we are standing in our ready to harvest wheat field. It is all looking amazing and ready to harvest. We really do want to get this sorted and put into chickens as soon as possible. Now we do have the linseed straw over here that we have to deal with. Now as far as balers go, I haven't really decided yet on what to do there. I really don't have, well, frankly, I don't have many options. I suppose for the baler, because, alright, so I have made a bit of a decision, I think, on the combine, on the harvester here. I am going to finish out this season with this harvester. It's called Survival Challenge, and I feel like this harvester is a challenge in itself, so I'm very excited to just use it out for the... I mean, look at this setup. How often do you really get a chance to use this kind of setup? Even with the small scale that I use, this to me is very, very small scale. So I'm very excited to crack on with it like this. I think it does add to the challenge a bit as well. So I'll do the wheat and the oat with the far, and then we can upgrade it in the future. I do have a few more combines added to the save, but we don't need to worry about those until next season. But we are going to have, well, hopefully, more field area to cover when that time comes. So, first thing I think we should do, even if I'm rambling on, is at least start the harvest, because it does take some time. It definitely does. So I'll get that unfolded. Now actually I am going to go across the top here because I want to get an idea of where we should, because I'm going to get straw from here as well. Alright, we're going to get straw from here as well. Because I wanted to basically start the process of putting in a small yard in front of the shed. So basically here, in this area where I currently am standing, is where I'd like my sort of yard to be, all the way up to here. I think this would be a good space. It's very flat, so you can place buildings, but then it starts to dip down here. So we'll keep a field here, but we'll remove field from about here to there. So it might be a bit funny, but right here will be no more field, and just here. So this could even become one field on its own. This one could be, and then this could connect. I went over this last time. I just love to figure out the different plans. But before we do start harvesting, I should look at balers, because we do need to buy anything. Oh, that's lovely, that is. Even at 17 hours, I would... But I mean, how? It's not possible. Why even entertain the idea? It's not possible. Right, so, balers, option-wise, we only have really the one. This one is what I would like to get, but I feel as though it's a stretch, even with the tracks. We're at what? 45 horsepower, blimey. So I do want to upgrade tractor as well at some point, but I think for the first year it is going to be a bit of a challenge, especially if we are using this to pop out tiny little bales that we can then, I guess, I throw into the back of the lorry, I suppose. This horsepower wise is fine-ish, but we still need a trailer to attach to throw the bales in. Does it have? Oh, it does. Good. At least it has that option. But no, We're dealing with throwing bales on American farming, so we will stick with just the dropping them out. Oh, this one might... Oh, actually... now I'm thinking maybe we should have a trailer, because it looks like it can go and drop into a trailer, which would be far more convenient. But what kind of trailer would actually fit that? It looks like it needs a very specific trailer. Let's look at... Unless it's like meant for an auto load thing. Well, we'll try it and see. We still need to get it sorted either way. We still need to get some bales sorted. Now, I don't know if how that's going to work, the bales. I suppose we just have to sell them. But there we go. We are getting straw from the wheat as well. Might as well go this way. Oh, let's not destroy the crop, shall we? Already did that a bit. Right, so yeah, I think this is fine. I know it's going to take a bit longer, and this month of July might stretch out quite far. Is it loud? It sounds a bit loud on my end. I really do need to get that bush cleared out, but this is going to be part of that one field, this area, yes. So you know what? I might not even put chickens there. I might put like a road, like a path to the road, next to the water tanker, and then have that come into the yard, and then have the field extend all the way up to there. I think that's what I'll do instead. Instead of having instead of going along the road with the yard, I think I'll stop it there, and then now I'll start working inward once we get this field sorted. So the chickens, it's going to be, you know what, I should be careful then, because, sorry, I'm just thinking out loud, as I always do. It's just we need to put the wheat into the chickens, but we need... Oh, it's a bit of a faff. We need the wheat harvested before we can place the chickens, but we also need the straw cleared before we can place the chickens. Now I've really done myself into a bit of a spot here, where I feel like I need to go back up and come back down. I might try and go from this side just to start that process of clearing at least this side of the field. Oh, this is going to be a faff, yeah, indeed. Because how am I supposed to get in there unless I go along the side each time? Right, okay, well, I am going to crack on with it, because we do have to get it done. I mean, as simple as that. We really just have to get the wheat harvested, but I think I might try and go around the trees, but I'm going to lose some of the wheat. Or oat, I don't know, I'll lose one of them. I was trying to think, because I do want to create this yard sooner than later. But you know what, we have the silo now. We have the silo, which is very full though. Well, 8 litres I suppose, but it is only about, what, 20? Maximum 20 litres. 20,000 litres, sorry. Right, well, let's crack on then. I'm just going to keep going up and down. I'll fill up the Mercedes as much as I can do. Ooh, that is loud indeed. Let's try first person. Oh, it's even louder somehow. Right, okay. I just don't want it to be too annoying. Well, I'm going into a time lapse now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But we will crack on. We do need to get the wheat done, so we'll bring the lorry around and keep unloading the harvester until we get the wheat harvested. Right, well here we are, filling up for the third time, or emptying I suppose for the third time. It has been quite the harvest so far, so we have got approximately 4,500 litres, I believe, of wheat. About 15 there, and then 3, so yeah, that's about right. Let's have a look at that. I think that's pretty good. I mean, I know it's a good chunk. It's about maybe about halfway. But I'd have to say, I think that's fairly good so far. Oh, not quite done. Apologies. There we are. For the time being, I'm just going to shut that down. And I think it might be time to go look at balers, just to break up the harvest a bit here. The other thing I would like to do is possibly get this little square harvested first and then head down to get a baler, because if you look at that, that's a fairly decent chunk. If I can get this area done, then I can get that baled first as well. Oh, right. Before we bale, we must row. Because I'm not baling those tiny... Where am I missing? There we go. Blimey. So that'll be the one. Has to be. It's really the only option. That one's alright too. 4 meters. Oh. Actually, that's not bad. But £9,000 at this point for a row is a bit of a, you know, bit of a stretch. Ah, very cool. So you can have it as a tedder or as a row. That's pretty cool. You could have one that's... You could buy 2, so for making hay when that time comes, and then just have it a different colour. So that you remember, hopefully, which one's which. Well, that's cool. Okay, so that's only £1,300. 2.5 meters. Yeah, that'll put like 2 rows together, at least 3 maybe, going down one side. So that's not bad at all. And then the baler, which is about £5,000. So I think what I'll do, yes, I'm going to get this small section done off camera very quickly, just up to here. Well, about here really, so that we can yeah, get this all harvested, and then we can do the baling, get this turned into a yard, put some chickens. And I got grief from someone in a comment about saying that I wanted to stay in the cab of the truck, which was, I mean, come on, there's loads of room in there. Look at that. Look at all that room to sleep. Super uncomfortably, but not the point. So yeah, so I will put a little bit of a lodging or something like that as well. Or I'll just stay with someone in the village. We'll see what happens. Anyways, for the time being, I will crack on with a bit of harvesting. But as I say, I'll just get this sort of section done very quickly off camera, and then we can crack on. Alright, here we are, nearly at the shop. We did manage to get a small patch of that field all cleared and ready for rowing, and then of course inevitably baling as well. But we will start with the row, of course. Always checking. Oh, hello. Okay, so we are windrows. I can't tell you how tempting that is, but how quickly are we going to upgrade from that to even that? Do you know what I mean? For the same price, 3.5. Oh wait, no, it's this price, 4.7. Oh, what? 4.7, it's cheaper, and it's bigger, and it's more appropriate for our tractor. It's not that much cheaper though. Should I still go with this one? I think financially it would make the most sense to do this. We'll see how rubbish it is again, going for the challenge. So I think I'd like to keep the main bit red, and then we'll do this as like a maybe like a grey, kind of like that. Yes, we will. No, yeah, for raking. Yes, raking. Absolutely for raking. Could do it like a blue, or even a different red, to be honest, like a more used looking red. Make this as bright as possible, as massy as possible. That's fine. It really, really doesn't matter. We'll go with the grey, because then that kind of matches. Right, we're not going to have this for a long time anyways, but we are buying because we're not leasing anything on this series. Go. Oh right, another thing I've just thought, you know what, since I'm here it might make sense to do it. I want to see how much it's going to cost. So let's just, I do like this rake. I like how the physics of it kind of moves as, you know, it's like on a pivot. Well yeah, it's chains, it's got on chains, that's why. Wicked. Right, I just want to see how much it'll be to attach, or get the front loader attacher enabled on here. Oh, why did it reset? There we go. £1,500, eh? Well, you know what? I think it might be high time to look into that. Oh, I hate what it does to the lights, though. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but bloody hell, that looks... Well, it's alright. We don't need it yet. I just wanted to at least check. So now we know that's £1,500 plus another £1,500 for the actual loader itself. Probably another £1,500 or at least £1,000 for the, what do you call it, for the pallet forks or whatever we're buying for it, the attachments. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit. Right, well, we'll take our small row, we'll take it back to the farm here, we'll start rowing up, and, oh, hello people, we'll start rowing up, and then eventually we can come back down here and get the baler sorted as well. And once again at the shop, we will open up balers. Now there are other ones, I'm certain there are, but for the price, it's worth a try. It's an old school style John Deere Lance F80, and you know what? We can change it to the Welger. We can change it to FAR to match the combine that we have. The Welger would be an alright option, to be honest, but let's do this because it is something different, a bit of a John Deere kit as well. We can do BKTs. I don't know how. It's like the first time. I'm not a huge fan of how they look. I honestly prefer the Nokians here. Yeah, we'll think we'll go with them. Again, this might be sold in the future, probably not straight away, but more than likely it'll be it'll be sold fairly soon. But we need a baler. We need to start. We need to clear the field. Could probably do a loading wagon now that I've just thought of that. Right, so realistically it can hold 1,000. Unrealistically it can hold 35. But where would I put this? Where would I put all this straw? Can you ferment straw in a pit? Because that's something we could possibly do. I don't think you can, unless it's set up for it. So many ideas. Well, I think the first thing we need to do is take this baler back to the farm. It's the perfect size. It looks really good on the tractor, actually. Really, really nice. Bit of a breakup in the red colour of things as well. So we'll head back to the farm with this. It is going slower than it can. On its own it can max out at 24 kph, but it's really going only 19. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm a bit concerned for it for when we get back to the farm. It's very likely that every other baler possible is going to be way too big for this. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking trailer-wise, would it have been a good shout to get a trailer? Hang on, let's look very quickly at the shop here and see, because see, that's what I was on about before, but it has this stupid blockage, which I think it won't even reach. I think this is in the sale. I don't think so. That would be, yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. That's not quite what we're after. Perhaps there's a small trailer we can consider, because there are some very inexpensive ones. But we need the right style of trailer for this to work. See, I'd be concerned that it wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? And what if it can't barely pull the bloody, what do you call it, the baler, let alone pull a trailer as well? Oh wow. Oh blimey. That's good to know. Yeah, I think there are probably options to allow. Again, I just really don't think it's appropriate to do an auto load on a challenge series. It just doesn't. It doesn't seem appropriate. Do you know what I mean? What we'll do first is we'll try by hand loading these bales. If it is really a faff, and there are so many thousands of bales, and obviously we're not going to do them all. By hand, we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. I can't wait to sell this crop, because we'll have a better idea of how much cash we'll have coming in. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's head back to the farm. Alright, moment of truth. Let's start on this side here and see how it goes. Get that unfolded. I think we're all ready. I don't think there's any sort of... Yes, we don't have any sort of options for the bales. We just have making them or not making them. Here we go, straw in. Nice, looks to be a good width. Very dusty. That is quite a thick... Oh, I see how they're putting them out. That's so handy. Oh, a trailer would be absolutely amazing to have for this. But it's just what style of trailer would be best. I don't really want to crack on until I have a trailer for this. Because it is literally just going to keep pushing them over and over. You know what? I think I need to look for a proper trailer before we crack on with this baling. This is really good to know, though, that it comes out like that, and it literally will just fall, and they'll slowly start to stack somewhere. But I do need some sort of trailer. I don't know. What do you reckon? Do you think it's a bit cheeky to get not an auto load, but basically one that self stacks? I don't know. Does that make sense? Is that too cheeky? Because I know of one that comes with another baler in a mod, I think. But I would kind of like to just see... I don't know what to do with these bloody bales either. I might need a hay storage of some kind. So there are many things to look at. Any suggestions, feedback, very much welcome. But I do think that this is a good place to end the episode, as we have made even more progress. We're at the harvest stage. This is really the time where we're deciding the next big moves for the farm. This baler is not permanent by any means, neither is the Massey. Well, the Massey won't be going anywhere. It will stay around the farm in some capacity, but yeah, I think we need some sort of a trailer, even if it is a flatbed with some small sides. Like, we really don't have much going at the moment, this would probably be the best option. Not that, but that. No. Never mind, it's all rubbish. I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. What about low load? Is anything there? Nah, that doesn't really work. Right, well, there we go. We do have some bales in. Very cool. We will get animals very soon, some chickens. So these are 400 litres. Is that smaller than... I can't remember if that's smaller than the... 300 litres. Oh, no, the bale is 400 litres. Okay, good, good, good. Brilliant. Okay, well, that is where we'll leave it for today. Again, any and all suggestions very much welcome. Luckily, we have August as well to tend to the fields. Nothing will wither over the course of the next month. And since we're still in July, we don't have to worry just yet about getting a house. Once this land is cleared, fret not, we will. Right, again, thank you for watching. Cheeky thumbs up does really help out the channel if you've enjoyed the video. And please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.